This is our last week in our 4-week series on the new real estate market and marketplace. We've talked about Zillow, we've talked about smartphones, we've talked about the crash, lending after the crash of 2008. And this week we're going to talk about not underwater anymore. And what I'm referring to are properties that the mortgage that they obtained on the property was more than what the house is worth. That's being underwater in the real estate market. So what you had is people purchased house 2000, 2004, 2005, 2008, and then the market crashed. Well, say they bought a house for $200,000 in 2007, the market crashes. Now that house is worth, say, $100,000. So they have a mortgage on the house for, let's just say, $200,000. Now the value of that house in 2009 is $100,000. That means they're $100,000 underwater. That means if they want to sell that house and move somewhere else, they'll get $100,000 for it. Then they have to take $100,000 out of their bank to pay off the mortgage. Now they can move and go somewhere else. Most people can't do that. They don't have $100,000 in their bank. And so they stay. They're trapped. They're underwater. They have to stay in that house until the market gets better. Well, the good news is this. The market is better today. 2015, the market has gradually been recovering since the crash of 2008. Therefore, that house that was purchased in 2007 for $200,000, now the market's come back so much, where in 2009 it's worth $100,000. Now it's back to getting close back to $200,000. It may be $210 now in some areas. So that's the good news. What does that mean? That means people now, they're not underwater. They're either gonna sell the house for $200,000 and pay off the mortgage. They won't make anything, but at least they can move now. Or they'll make a little bit of money. And so what does that mean? That means that more people are mobile now. They can sell their houses, they're not underwater, they can move, and that means they're going to purchase other properties. And so the market's, it's going to get better. And so people have the ability now to sell their houses, to buy others, so you have more activity, and the prices should continue to raise, and that's a good thing. All right, so that's it. We had a 4-week series on the new real estate marketplace and market. We talked about Zillow, we talked about smartphones, we talked about lending after the crash of 2008, and today underwater. No more underwater. I'm sure there's still some properties that are underwater or near underwater, but a lot of these properties now the value has come above the mortgage that they originally obtained, and so they're able to move, sell, and move on. So that's good for our country. That's good for the real estate market in general. Okay, thank you.